Thank you, Vivekaji, for the introduction. Dr. Viranchi, Dr. Goshia, and friends. So I'm asked to uh, talk about this topic within 10 to 15 minutes, though it is not easy, difficult, but I'll try to justify this. So operational excellence basically is need of the hour. Uh, you know, if we try to understand the relation between the business and the stakeholder value creation. So if you are an expert dependent organization, that means very young. If you are like having a basic operational processes in place, probably you have some level of standardization. If you have a key business process defined, then probably you can produce whatever you are producing consistently. If you are measuring, analyzing the some parameters, probably you have the predictable performance. If you have improved process implemented, I mean, you can look for a continuous improvement. If you have benchmarking processes, you have some benchmarking so that somewhere you are comparable to the best. Or if you are an innovative company, you are the world class, like Apple, like Mercedes, or like any other brands which we try to buy. So, what is operational excellence? And as a customer, definitely what we need is the best quality. What we need is something which is innovative product. What we need to buy something which is very good in performance, superior in safety. Definitely, if you talk about manufacturing company point of view, leadership engagement, employee involvement, and then at the end of the day, customers' expectations should be met. So, whether this is applicable in our manufacturing industries or not, or whether it is somewhere we are looking for an operational excellence in our day-to-day life. If we look at some, like, try to understand some question, if you go maybe from here to the airport, which route you would like to take, long route or short route? Definitely we would like to take the short route, and that's what we open the Google map, because we want to reach there at the easily and at the fastest way. Nowadays we have all three type of formats: 5-day cricket match, one day 2020, but we all like 2020 because it's faster, we are getting the results, lot of entertainment. We like online shopping. Why? Because it is faster. We are getting the same quality. It is cheaper also. Sometimes you get some free vouchers, some promotional codes, etc. And then easier also. You just open the a mobile application, order it, and within hours you get the delivery. So do you still go railway station to book your train? I remember maybe 20 years, 15 years back, you have to go to the station, but nowadays it is all online. So just within 5-10 minutes you get. So why we all like? Because it is faster and easier. So similarly, even payments are being made with a lot of applications, and we all like that. We all use it because it is faster and easier. And same way in our industry also, we are using LIMS, because nowadays nobody's want to use laboratory notebooks. It is faster. We are ensuring quality, the integrity, the part, and then easier also for the analyst. And the quality management system has been replaced. The paper-based quality management system is replaced with EQMS. So what is basically operational excellence is something which is easier, the process-wise, better in quality, better in processes, user experience is good, it is adding value to the buyer as a customer, it is faster as far as delivery is concerned, processing is concerned, changeover is concerned. It is cheaper also. As a customer, nobody wants to pay high cost unnecessarily. Cheaper to operate, cheaper to process, cheaper to maintain, cheaper to purchase. So in short, this is what operational excellence is, that something which is around these four words: easier, faster, better, and cheaper. And you know, this is all came from Japan. We all know that Dr. Shingo, who was basically one of the leading continuous manufacturing and lean manufacturing expert in the industry. He trained a lot of engineers on Toyota, which is now Toyota process which is being followed in most of the automobile industry, and this is why probably being a pharma manufacturer, there's an opportunity for all of us to learn what is being implemented in auto industries, automobile industries, and these are the 10 guiding principles which Dr. Shingo has given to follow for the operational excellence. So what he said, that respect every individual means you have to involve every individual, every employee in the organization. Lead with humility means like you have to basically, empower the person, allow them to do some innovative things different than what routinely is happening. Seek perfection is one of the thing, one of the principle. Embrace scientific thinking, that means innovation. Focus on processes rather than if some mistake happens, finding them that who has done wrong, what went wrong in the process. That is more important. And definitely create value for the customer, because every customer, for example, I'm also a customer. I want to buy something which is adding the value, right? The product is something which is making sense to me, and I want to pay for that amount only. Create consistency of the process purpose. So it has to be across the organization. Every employee should know that what we want to achieve. So there should be some systems in place. There should be a continuous flow. If any disruption in the flow, then probably you are not going to add that value, or somewhere you are going to increase, or you are going to produce more wastages. And no doubt that at the end of the day, the quality is important, right? So these are the foundations wherein you need to have some strategy in place. You need to have some structure in place. You need to have good processes, systems in place, and then product and services. So how do we enable that? By performance management, the good leaders, the people, the culture in the organization, the culture of continuous improvement, the culture of quality, and this is how you can achieve the operational excellence. So these are some steps to be followed. I'm sure you must remember this match wherein they were last over, and the person was like the guy Rinku Singh, who was on the crease. I mean, as a batter, I am also a good cricketer. I played a lot of cricket, but I cannot think that we can score 29 runs in last 6 balls, right? But this is what it is. I'm not running. I'm not. I can skip this. Everybody might have seen it. But he made it possible. Last 5 balls, 5 sixes, right? And me and my good colleague who's sitting here, Naresh Gaur, we were talking one day, even before this match, that can we have 6 on every ball, right? And this guy has made it possible. And newcomer, very young guy, very energetic. So what is the learning? So the learning is that right person for the right job. This was the right person on that particular day on the last over. He had a strong belief. He utilized optimally all those 5 balls which were there. He has to face every ball on 6. He never give up. His confidence level was very high, winning attitude. So this is called operational excellence. Basically, you want to achieve what you have thought of. This is important for the industry, especially for pharma industry, wherein we all know that the competition is very high. The cost is becoming a challenge. The buyer, whomsoever is buying us, does not want to pay more. The quality, the regulations has gone up, and that is why the cost has gone up now. So to stay competitive, you know that the simple formula, cost per unit, whether you manufacture tablet or capsule or injectable product, the total operating cost of the plant divided by total volume being produced, that's the cost of it. So you probably cannot control the total operating cost, but somehow we can by introducing, enabling, or optimization of the operational excellence, we can reduce it. And then volume. So if you want to reduce the cost per unit, these are the 2 things which you need to work around, and then this is how we can reduce the cost. So what we want to achieve out of this cost operational excellence, we want to improve the quality and compliance, which is mandatory. We heard that from Dr. Koshia that if any of substandard drugs are being produced, have to be recalled. Many of us, you must be working in regulatory market like US or Europe. anything to do with quality or compliance, then you have to stop the activities. Increase productivity. So my good friend Abhijit just mentioned that doing right thing right way, and this is how you can increase your productivity. These are what we want to achieve. Reduce throughput time, so unnecessary steps to be cut it down. Increase safety, lower product cost per unit, optimum utilization of the resources, whether it is manpower, whether it is machine, whether it is any laboratory chemicals or machine, etc. Zero human error, so we don't waste anything. Once we produce, it should be dispatched in the market and should be available for the sale. No rejection. Sometime somewhere we have to think about that. Are we talking about Six Sigma implementation? Are we talking about still the defects in percentage or ppm or pbv? Less wastages, because wastages nobody's going to pay for that. Zero reprocess rework, it is again addition of the cost to the product. Reduce machine downtime, because the all machines has to be up and running so that we produce more and more. And then at the end of the day, higher customer satisfaction, higher profitability as an organization. How do we achieve is more important. So there are a lot of tools available. Kaizen, continuous improvement, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, process mapping, 5 years implementation, X metrics, automation, digitization, Pokayoke, and so many other tools are available. So I'll just touch upon very quickly. What is Kaizen? Is nothing but basically it is change for a better or continuous improvement. This is again a Japanese concept, and wherein the concept is that you need to involve all your employees, need to have the problem statements, what is specifically happening around and how do we improve the processes, encourage to generate more ideas, more solutions out of that, maybe just verify hypothesis that how we can resolve those issues, and regularly analyze, measure them, and then at the end of the day, once you have the right solution, which is helping us to improve the processes, reduce the cost, should be implemented. So these are the some tools which successfully have been implemented by various automobile industries. I have seen many industries, some good friends were there who invited me to see the facilities, and I was amazed to see that small ideas or small defects or rejections they take as a challenge, not only like just reducing the cost of those, or but they don't want any defects to be produced. So this is what probably we have to think in pharmaceutical industry also. Lean manufacturing, I don't know how many of you are exercising this. Anything which we generate would have some or other wastages. It can be a waste of, in terms of unnecessary transportation, moving one product to another product, keeping the product into the quarantine. Overproduction is also, sometimes we overproduce and then it is getting expired, not being sold. Unnecessary movement of the material, excess inventory being produced, waiting time, in the quarantine, over processing, defects being produced, or unutilized talent. So in one of my experience, we worked on one of the product wherein we had a throughput time of almost 37 days. We took as a team as a challenge, and we reduced the throughput time from 37 days to 70 days. The management was very happy. They wanted us to reduce the time further, and with some changes in the manufacturing layout, we created a new facility and unicellular manufacturing unit. We reduced the throughput time to 1.5 days. Can you imagine that? 37 days to 1.5 days. So what amount of saving? The concept was clear. We are not going to produce anything more. We are not going to have any quarantine. We are not, if anything goes wrong at, let's say, compression stage, all previous stations has to be stopped, and then you have to focus everything to resolve on that particular stage wherein you just have the continuous flow and no disruption is there. So these are the concept which has been successfully followed. Six Sigma, you can see that probably still we talk about the percentage rejection, while the industry or this other industry, automobile industry, they are talking in the 5 Sigma, 6 Sigma, and that is what the requirement is, right? But if you are somewhere in 1 Sigma or 2 Sigma, you are non-competitive. You maybe somewhere you are be out of the business. 3 Sigma and 4 Sigma, maybe you are industry average, but the time is that we should talk about 5 sigma and 6 sigma and we become the world class. Another concept of operational excellence is 5S concept. I'm sure few of the must be following that. So this is again a Japanese concept. 5S, the first S stands for CD, that is sort. So whatever is in your area, workplace, you have to do the sorting. Whatever is needed, you have to keep that, and then whatever is not needed has to be removed. Set in order, arrange the things properly. Uh, Shine. So maybe you have to ensure that you are cleaning the area properly. The working place is neat and clean. Then you have to have some standardization, and then you have to maintain it by self-discipline. So these are small things, but makes a difference. We implement it in our organization, and the benefits are too much. Like the what that the time to retrieve or archive anything has gone down. The employee are involved to that extent that one of the employees said that, sir, whether the company is benefited or not, but I have implemented at my home, and then my life is easy now. I can retrieve everything very fast. This is another Japanese concept, X matrix, wherein you can have your long-term objective of the organization on the blue portion, and then you define what you want to achieve in 5 years. The another one is that has to be broken down in an annual objective, which is an orange color, and what you want to achieve in a particular year. And then your top level priorities are defined there in the green box, wherein you have your leaders, their responsibilities are defined there, and then how much we want to achieve, who is going to be responsible. If you create this metrics, every employee is getting engaged into this, every senior leader is getting engaged, and then you have a very clear roadmap which can be part of your annual KPIs, and then make sure that it is being monitored on regular basis. These are simple tools but very effective tools. Pokayoke, so again a very popular Japanese concept wherein there should be an idiot proof system wherein nobody can make the mistakes. So to the last slide, that one of the management group, Peter Drucker, has said that if you don't measure it, you cannot improve it. So you need to have some matrices on every scale or everything which you are doing, whether it is productivity, cost, safety and quality, delivery and morale. So you have to have some matrices, and you need to monitor them regular basis. You need to have some standards wherein you know that, okay, these are the standards which I need to achieve. If you are not able to achieve, where do I improve, and then you take it further. So operational excellence is important. Speed is everything. It is the indispensable ingredient in this era of competitiveness. Thank you very much.